With Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul being just around the corner, they've just had their last press conference and it was bad. It was really, really awful. I mean, Mike Tyson must have said under 100 words. Jake Paul was just being the traditional loudmouth, and all of the other fighters maybe had 5 minutes of talking time, and the whole focus was just trying to get Mike Tyson to talk. And for some reason, my dumbass stayed up to watch this shit. Waste of time. I genuinely would have preferred to just sleep. I'm not kidding. It was an actual fucking snooze fest.
Everyone wants to know what's going through your mind. Is the old Mike back? Is vintage Mike back? Let us know.
Are you talking to me right now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'm back, yeah.
You're the star.
I'm just happy to be here. I love you too. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of AI-generated robot version of Mike Tyson they got up here, but this ain't him. This is not Michael Tyson. I promise you that right now. Maybe Mike decided to send up like a little doppelganger whilst he could get a little bit of extra training in just before the fight, because I swear to God, every single answer only gets worse. That's the most he says for one answer throughout the entire press conference.
Jake, there have been moments in the build-up to this fight where it did feel like the old Mike was back, vintage Mike. I'm not talking, late 2000s Mike. I'm talking like, 1989 Mike Tyson. You're the guy that he's talking about. You're the opponent. You're the guy that's going to be facing off with him. You're watching this. You're listening to this. What goes through your mind when you hear him go into that dark place?
But anyway, Jake Paul's answer is really going to make you feel like you're in a repetitive cycle. I swear to God, this is literally like a game of Fortnite. You drop in a Salty Springs, die, load into another game, drop in a Salty Springs, die, load into another game. It's the same shit over and over again. This press conference was not special.
Yeah, it's cute. I fear no man, so I want him to be that old savage Mike. He says he's going to kill me. Is that what you're going to do, Mike? Because I'm ready. I want that killer. I want the hardest match possible Friday night, and I want there to be no excuses from everyone at home when I knock him out. So is that what you're going to bring? Homicidal?
So Jake gave this really intense speech about how he's going to kill Mike Tyson. Once again, I don't know where this guy's from. Stupid town or some shit like that. I couldn't tell you. And you'd expect Mike to give quite an intense answer like, brother, you have no clue what kind of pain I'm about to bring you, or I'm going to strip you for your fucking health. But there's none of that. It's literally just, I'm ready. Yeah. That's me. I'm ready. And I understand a lot of people here are trying to say, oh yeah, Mike's so stone cold and badass. He's locked the fuck in right here. But to be honest, he just looks bored. There's another way of putting it. He just looks like he just doesn't want to be there. And I honestly feel bad just seeing him up on that stage, just looking down at the floor like this, thinking, what the fuck am I even doing? My kids are at home. I don't want to be fighting right now. Anyway, next up is the cheesiest line throughout the entire press conference. This is a fight for adults or 16-year-olds and up, especially for the Mike Tyson fans. And Jake Paul, I don't know how he manages it, but after 10 years of being on the internet, he still finds a way to make things cringe.
You said the difference between me and him is that he's a manufactured killer. When you hear that, do you agree with that, Jake? Is there something to that?
Whatever he wants to think. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but the deadliest weapon on the planet is manufactured, and that's a nuke.
Boo, yeah, Jake Paul, get the fuck out with whatever the hell that was. Like, I'm not kidding. Jake Paul actually hit us with one of these. He was like, well, actually, if we're statistically speaking, the most dangerous weapon on the planet is actually a nuke. Yeah. Guys, come on, it's gonna be a good fight. Like, brother, what was that? Like, I was actually excited for this fight. Now I'm just fucking hating on it. I have nothing good to say about this fight whatsoever. And I understand Jake Paul's trying his best here to make it entertaining because Mike Tyson is actually like a fucking rock. He's just not even moving. But Jake Paul's methods to entertain are definitely interesting. And I'm about to show you something which will probably make you want to tear your eyes out.
And what is going on with your ear over there, Jake, if I could just ask that?
I'm not getting my shit bit off on Friday night, so I got my diamond spiked ear covers right there.
All right.
That ear joke, that did not hit me. Honestly, that's actually made me feel ill. Like, I actually feel unwell now. I feel like I've got a bit of like a blocked nose, maybe a bit of a sore throat. That shit was fucking terrible. Like, what is actually happening with the world of entertainment nowadays? I know I'm not really in like a massive position to speak because I'm literally just sat here in my room talking to a camera, but you know what to expect with these kinds of videos. You'd think for a press conference for a fight which is going to be watched by probably hundreds of millions of people, there'd be a bit more behind it. There's nothing even here. Like, don't get me wrong, I hate the faked press conferences, but this is actually just boring at this point. But anyway, they then ask some questions, and pretty much every single question and answer is the same as what we've already heard, apart from one little section which I'm going to pull out now.
Jake, dare I ask, what do you make of Mike's demeanor tonight?
Man, I just, there's a lot of shit talk online saying you're gonna kill me, and it just, nothing in person. I don't know. It's pretty boring, pretty fucking boring.
Even Jake said it himself. He couldn't even bother to fake the smile anymore. The event is boring, you know? I understand Mike Tyson's demeanor is being forced onto him tonight, saying, look, Mike, before you go out there, don't say a word, okay? Honestly, if you even say 3 words, it's over. Just leave the stage. Because there's no way you can actually convince me that this is the real Mike Tyson up here right now. I understand he's locked in, he's in his zone right now, he just wants to fight. But I'm going to be completely honest, they may as well just brought up Mike Tyson sleeping. They could have literally just rolled him in on a bed, and it would have been more entertaining, because you would have seen Mike Tyson sleep, and I don't think many people have seen that before. Anyway, they then had this kind of cute session where they went around the class and asked who's going to win. I feel like the world of boxing nowadays is just shit. There's no other way of putting it. Like, if you actually watch old fights, you go back, look at old press conferences, you can sense the tension there. Like, it's actually quite scary to see. I can't even imagine what it would have been like to actually be there. And this is literally like watching a class of like little kids just talk about random shit.
I just want to go down the line from here to there, all the way down to there. Just give me a name, Jake or Mike. Prediction on Friday. We'll start with you, Shushu. No pressure. 8-3, Mike. Damn, Jake, the disrespect. It's palpable.
I love it, you know? Hey, when I see dumb people saying dumb predictions, I just feel bad for them. So at the end of the day, who wants to bet on it, huh?
Honestly, I kind of respect Jake Paul a little bit here, because I understand he's like the main face, but he's actually carrying this event. I can't believe I'm saying it, but Jake Paul is carrying this event right now. I mean, there are literally like tens of fighters on that stage, and Jake Paul is the only guy up there actually making it entertaining. In fairness to the 2 female fighters, they actually did a pretty good job. Their conversations were quite good. But other than that, Jake Paul just hard carrying right now.
You said, Mike, how much you want to bet? He said he's good. That's what I thought, bitch made. How much you want to bet?
Mike Tyson.
How much?
How much you?
How much? As much as you're willing to lose, brother.
So okay. So I'll give you my property
How
in
much?
India.
How much?
My property is like more than 1 million. I'll give
Okay,
you.
deal.
I hope he's joking, because if he's not, that guy's actually a fucking idiot. He's just betted his house on the fact that Mike Tyson's going to beat Jake Paul. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, I think this fight could go either way. In my last video about this event, I was fairly certain that Mike Tyson was going to win. But after looking back at some things and just studying the whole thing, I have no clue now. I really don't. I mean, it's literally just going to be a battle to see who can knock who out faster. And if no one gets knocked out, it's going to be the most boring event you'll ever see in your life.
How much money?
I don't speak English.
Exactly. How much money? A ring, deal. Let's go. I'm following up on all this shit. $1 million? $1 million? 20 bucks right here.
Finally, a logical fighter. 20 bucks. Valid. Like, why would you want to bet any more on this fight? It doesn't make sense. Like, I really wish I could say that this was going to be an actual fight, but I don't think it is. I really don't. I think Mike Tyson right now, very focused on the fight itself. I think just the way that they're promoting it and the way they're kind of creating the atmosphere around the fight is just lame. It's just fucking lame. Anyway, they then did their weigh-ins, and I'll be real, Mike Tyson actually looks scary as shit. Like, he actually looks like a fucking pitbull. I mean, Mike Tyson's neck actually starts at his temples. Holy shit. Jake Paul doing that dumbass pose as usual. Brother, you ain't on shit. Like, what the fuck even is that? But anyway, this press conference, the most boring thing I've ever watched. If you watched it, I feel just as bad for you. Honestly, we wasted our fucking time. But at least we get to chuckle about it together through this video. And yeah, that's about it. See you.